Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we're going to be doing another GTA Online video. We're going to be discussing cost. And you're going to see a lot of videos complaining about how everything's expensive and how you need a lot of money to get anything moderately decent. Well, that's actually nonsense. As you're going to see in this video, there's actually a lot of stuff you can buy right off the bat, especially if you've got that Criminal Enterprises starter pack. I mean, you're going to spend like $55 tops on the game itself, and that's all you'll ever need to pay. Let's get stuck into it.
Well, before we start, I'm going to show you this apartment, the price, mainly. And I'll show you why later. But yeah, this is the cheapest stilt house money can buy. And this is its price, but I think I paid a little bit less and it wasn't even discounted. I think it was $4.45 or something. But anyway, maybe it was this price. I don't know, I can't really remember. But in order to start heists, you need a high-end apartment. But you don't need a lot of money. Right. Firstly, when you start off, you're going to need some wheels. So, those with the star and dollar sign, that's what you get with the Criminal Enterprises starter pack. Now, as you can see, these are all your vehicles you can buy for under 10 grand. This one's pretty decent. If you look at all these, if you look at the stats. The supercars, as I'll show you, aren't much better, to be honest. But 10 grand. A single contact mission can get you that. You got the Rebel for 3 grand. Note its stats, and its price, and its look. It's going to be important in a minute. Anyways, this one's okay. 6 grand. You can't really expect much. This is one of the slowest vehicles in the game. I've tried it. The Picador, it performs just as well, if not better, than it did in San Andreas. I actually rather like this, but I haven't bought this, but you can get one of these for 9 grand. This one's the most decent bike you can get for free, the Vortex. But be prepared to fall off that thing. You got the famous Futo for 9 grand. Note its stats. It's pretty cool. People enjoy drifting this thing. It's quite nimble. It handles quite well. It's quite weak, so definitely upgrade its armour. And then, yeah, where is it? The Stratum. That performs about as well as it did in San Andreas. That was perhaps my favourite car in San Andreas, actually, but for some reason I haven't bought it. Oh, gee, I wonder why. Anyway, yes, and I'm going to compare it. Now, the Rebel, where is this? This is your cheapest electric car, by the way. Spoiler. Top speed for the electric cars don't get much better, but acceleration does. But not with price. That's the that's the cheapest electric car. Yeah. Okay, so it's 22 grand. Those are the two differences. It's look and price. Stats, forget about it. Now, the Futo performs about the same as the Blister Compact, but it's actually better than the Blister Compact, as you can see. It handles better too, but the Compact gets off the line quicker, but its acceleration isn't as good. So it has better traction, that's about it. Now let's look at some more expensive cars. Now this is actually pretty good. It's actually worth getting the Criminal Enterprises starter, because well, look at its stats. It's pretty tough. do get the armour upgrade because against small arms fire, full armour upgrade actually makes this thing more useful and stronger than the Insurgent. Now, while the Insurgent itself can take more of a beating, if you're against another player or doing some missions, this thing will actually provide better protection. Because, well, you can't really get gunned out from out of this thing unless you're like point blank. So yeah, it's pretty comparable to the armoured Kuruma, which is 525,000. But we're not talking about this. Note the price of this thing, not 350,000, but this is the base one. You can't get guns for it. I'll show you the war stock one. But yeah, this is the Baltic. Its top speed is pretty good. Acceleration is great. Traction is about as good as its top speed. Braking's okay. Okay, where's the Raiden? Alright, this here's the Raiden, 1.3 million. Worse traction, worse acceleration, but better braking and slightly better top speed than the Baltic. And it's nearly 10 times more expensive. And you've got the Cyclone. Worse traction, worse acceleration, but slightly better braking and slightly better top speed. More than 10 times the price of the Baltic. So if you want an electric car that goes quick, get the Baltic. Now, you're on Warstock. Now, you're looking at this thing thinking, hang on, didn't I just see this thing earlier for 350,000? Well, yes you did, but the difference is you can actually recommission the guns and the countermeasures on this thing. But is it worth 1.4 million? No, it isn't, because the Caltrops, the countermeasures, they're useless against... they're practically useless, because people can with the oil slick, people can quickly regain control. And they're off pursuing you again. The machine guns, the fixed machine guns, they're virtually useless. That's why people don't use them. That's why people get missiles. And, well, the Caltrops, well, let's face it. Anybody who modifies their cars always gets the bulletproof tyres. So, yeah, there's no popping anybody's tyres here. Let's look at properties. High end in particular, because you need these to start a heist. We'll skip through the garages and start with this. Now, beach location, it's okay, I guess. It's all pretty much the same locations. This one's central. Really, if you're going to go into this complex, go the cheaper option. There's no difference, to be honest. Integrity Way, Richards Majestic. Really? But yeah, you got Tinsel Towers, Tinsel Plaza, Eclipse Towers. This is your cheapest Eclipse Towers, 373. These are all your properties. One thing missing from here is Mad Wayne Thunder Drive, and I showed you why. Now, where this mouse is, right here, that's where it is. That's your cheapest stilt house. But it's actually a pretty good location. Yep. And you don't have to do much turning. You just go up that street and in you go. That's why I bought that. That, well, if you've got the money, you might as well buy an entire house. You know? But stilt apartments, they're all out of the way. They're all out of the way, you know? They're all out of the way. That's why I chose Mad Wayne Thunder, because, well, it was different. It wasn't really out of the way, except maybe this one. Milton Road. But yeah. But heists are a great way to start off. It's a better investment than an office, to be honest. Now, with that all out of the way, I will show you that property that I just talked about. Madman Thunder Drive. Hopefully there's no reefs around here, but anyway. Now I'm only showing the stuff that you can really start off with, really. I mean, you're not exactly going to get planes and helicopters and jets all right off the bat. I know you're not going to get those flying broomsticks. Speaking of which, I don't see too many of them around anymore. To be honest, those things are boring. They're boring anyway, and the armoured rumor on missions, that thing's actually more useful. But anyway, I'm heading to my property now. I'm going to show you a little known feature here. Or maybe it's widely known, I don't see too many videos of it, but yeah. So, notice anything so far? That's right, some people are just whining for nothing. And yeah, you can actually get some decent things for under $1 million. You're right on top of it, and well, the space is pretty decent. Say, for a cargo bob, that's probably the biggest vehicle you can put on there. But don't even think about your fixed wing, non-VTOL planes. Don't even think about that. And as I'm showing you, you can get up and down back to your plane or helicopter or whatever. See? It's not stuck there. You don't have to abandon it. Anyways, decent location. This goes straight to Los Santos, and you follow this road to Blaine County. It's not very hard, actually. As you can see with the interior, it's actually quite unique too. It's not about as swanky, but looks kind of 1960s to me. And of course you got bongs if you're into that sort of thing. Personally, I'd like to remove that bloody thing. Probably because I have that damn pothead. I don't know why it's filthy, I don't understand. The bedroom's through there. And down through here is your heist room, and I had players complain about trying to get out, but here's your heist room. Here's your staircase. You just follow it all the way to the top, to your right, to your exit.
Okay, one final note and then we're done, and Rockstar's probably going to kill me for this. But I'm going to show you exactly why shark cards are not worth your money. Now, I mentioned them earlier. Now, for the base price of $3.99, this is Australian dollars and on special, by the way, you can't exactly eat for a week. I was wrong there. But look at these prices. Basically, for the base shark card, if you fork out the money, then no offence, you're just lazy. Because in under half an hour, you can earn that pretty damn quickly. Same with the next one. Now, the one that really gets people's knickers in a knot is this Megalodon shark card. Remember, this is on special, and this is how much it normally is, $128, about nearly $130. I mean, you can not only eat for a month, you can also drink these for a month. Unless, of course, you're a heavy drinker, in which case, well, it's not going to last you a week. Don't drink that much. But yeah, this is good beer, and you can have that without starving yourself, instead of a Megalodon shark card, with the same old issues. Now, before people go crying, saying, "Oh, you get to play it for free. What do you expect? They've got to pay for it somehow." Well, here's the thing. I actually expected a $15 to $30 a month fee to play that game, much like World of Warcraft. But it isn't World of Warcraft as it stands, and well, yeah. As you can see, Rockstar is really pushing this Red Dead thing. So, they're just letting GTA Online go, because, well, they kind of want you to play Red Dead instead. And they want to remind you that Rockstar is more than just Grand Theft Auto. I can't really tell you much about this Red Dead thing. I mean, it looks okay, but honestly, if you're not into cowboys and all that stuff, it ain't your thing. It ain't really my thing either. So I probably won't play it, but maybe I will. Who knows what the future holds. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm sorry if it's all long-winded, but, well, I couldn't exactly shorten it much further, so whatever. Stay safe and see you on the other side. Have a good one.